I've been living a double life for 5 years, and I'm exhausted. It will be a long confession, so connect your headphones and hear me confessing. I don't even know where to start. Maybe at the beginning. Or maybe at the moment I realized I had completely lost control of my own life. This is going to be pretty long, messy, and probably full of typos because I'm shaking as I type this. But I need to get it out. I need someone, anyone, to know the truth even if it's just strangers on the internet. So this is how it started. 5 years ago, I was a completely different person. Or at least I thought I was. I was 23, fresh out of college, working a dead-end job and desperate for something, anything, to make me feel important. That's when I discovered the power of lying. Not a big lies at first, just little ones. I told my coworkers I had a side gig as a freelance graphic designer. I didn't. I told my friends I was dating someone long distance. I wasn't. I told my family I was taking online courses to get a master's degree. Nope. At first it was just for fun. A way to make my life seem more interesting than it was. But then, it spiraled. The second identity. About a year into this I created her. Let's call her Diana. Diana was everything I wasn't: confident, successful, adventurous. She had a whole backstory, a high-paying remote job, a passion for solo travel, a mysterious past that made people lean in when she spoke. I made social media accounts for her. At first it was just a joke. What if I pretended to be someone else online? But then I started using her to talk to people. Real people. I joined Facebook groups, Discord servers, even dating apps, all as Diana. I crafted entire friendships where people confided in her, not me. I gave advice, comforted strangers, even flirted with guys who thought I was this enigmatic, worldly woman. And the worst part? I liked being her more than being myself. The first big lie. Then came Mark. Mark was a guy I met in a travel group. He was sweet, funny, and, most importantly, he believed every word Diana said. We talked for months. He told me about his family, his dreams, his insecurities. I fell for him. Not as me but as her. One night he asked a video call. I panicked. I made excuses: bad Wi-Fi, camera broken, social anxiety. He was understanding, but I knew I couldn't keep this up forever. So I did the only thing I could think of. I told him Diana had to move abroad suddenly for work. That she wouldn't be able to talk for a while. He was heartbroken. And I just disappeared. The domino effect. After that, things got worse. Diana wasn't enough anymore. I needed more. I created a third persona, a guy this time. John, a freelance photographer with a tragic backstory. I used him to befriend women who would never give me the time of day in real life. I listened to their problems, became their confidant. I was playing chess with people's emotions and I was winning. But then, the moment it all fell apart. 6 months ago, someone from one of Diana's groups recognized me in real life. Not because they knew me, but because they'd reverse image searched one of Diana's profile pictures. It was a stock photo. They called me out publicly. I deleted everything. Every account, every trace of Diana and John. I ghosted every online friend I'd ever made. But the guilt didn't disappear. Why I'm confessing now? I'm tired. Tired of keeping track of lies. Tired of jumping when my phone buzzes, afraid someone's figured me out. Tired of looking in the mirror and not recognizing myself. I don't even know who I am anymore. Am I the real me? Or am I just a collection of lies I've told for so long that they've replaced the truth? The aftermath. I've thought about coming clean to the people I've lied to. But how? How do you say, hey, remember that girl you trusted? Yeah, she never existed. I can't. So instead, I'm confessing here. Maybe someone out there has done something similar. Maybe someone understands. Or maybe I'm just screaming into the void. Either way, it's out there now. TLDR. I created multiple fake online personas, manipulated real people's emotions, and now I don't know how to live with myself.
I stole my best friend's husband. And I regret it every day. My confession. The beginning, how it happened. I never meant for it to go this far. Syra and I had been best friends since college, the kind of friendship where people joked we were sisters. When she married Zach, I was her maid of honor. I gave a speech about how perfect they were together. And I meant it. At least, I thought I did. It started small. Zach and I would chat when Syra was busy. He'd vent about work, I'd joke about how he needed a beer. Then one night, after Syra went to bed early, we stayed up talking. And then, he kissed me. I should have pushed him away. But I didn't. The affair. What followed was a year of lies. Zach would come over when Syra thought he was at the gym. I'd delete texts, hide receipts, and laugh with Syra about how lucky she was to have such a devoted husband. The guilt ate at me, but the thrill was stronger. Then, Syra got pregnant. She was overjoyed. Zach? He panicked. This changes things, he said. Suddenly, he was pulling away from me, trying to be the perfect dad. I was furious. How dare he choose her over me? So I did something unforgivable. The revenge. I sent Syra an anonymous message. Ask Zach about his work trips. I thought she'd confront him, they'd divorce, and he'd finally be mine. Instead, she miscarried from the stress. When Zach found out it was me, he cut me off completely. Syra still doesn't know it was her best friend who sent that message. She just thinks it was some random woman Zach slept with. Now she texts me crying about how much she hates that other woman, and I comfort her. Why I'm confessing. I don't deserve forgiveness. I don't even want it. I just need someone to know that the villain in someone else's story isn't always a stranger. Sometimes, it's the person they trust the most.
I faked a disability for 3 years, until it destroyed my real life. My confession. It started with a cane. I bought it as a joke after spraining my ankle. Then I realized, people were nicer to me when they thought I was disabled. So I kept using it. I invented a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, because it sounded a bit real but was hard to disprove. And I had priority boarding on flights, strangers offering to pay for my groceries, a boyfriend who adored how brave I was. I even started a creating account in TikTok with a name advocacy page and gained 50,000 followers. People sent me money for medical bills. The unraveling. Then my boyfriend proposed. He wanted to be my caregiver forever. Suddenly, my lie had real consequences. I tried to recover, but my followers accused me of faking my recovery for clout. Then my own sister, a nurse, called me out. Now I've lost everything. My relationship, my followers, my family's trust, everything. The worst part is, I miss the attention, the aftermath. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm the bad girl here. But if you've ever wondered why someone would do this, it's because the internet rewards victims. And I wanted to be loved.